Last time on Dragon Age. Harding.
Harding?
Harding?
Do you hear that?
And so it continues. Everybody wants to talk. Besides Nate. No. Still getting used to her name.
You've been quiet.
I know. Just thinking. But I said we'd talk, didn't I? I heard a voice after we saved that man. It told me I was touched by the ancients and that I should seek it out. Seek her out.
Now you know how it feels. Yeah, now I know how it feels.
Ha! Now you know what it's like to have a voice in your head.
You know, I don't care for it. What if she's like me? Maybe that's why only I heard her. She said to look to those closest to the stone to locate her.
Meaning...
The children of the stone. Dwarves. Not surfacers like me, but the ones from the deep roads. Almost 10 years ago, a shaper from Orzammar bonded with a titan.
Titans, ancients... You think it's related?
It would make sense, wouldn't it? Volta. That was the shaper's name. Maybe there are more like her down there.
Being unique is good.
Or you could be the only dwarf in the world with magic, which must feel nice.
A little, but I don't know everything about it yet, and I probably should. I know some people in Orzammar. I'll reach out. If I hear anything, you'll be the first to know.
Nice. Getting used to your magic. And Balara wants to talk. Look at him. He's such a good boy waiting behind his desk. Ooh, almost fell off the edge. Balara. Bestie.
Oh, Rook! Good to see you. Irilyn and Strife sent word. Some of the artifacts we have in storage are acting up. They need a hand to make sure they stay calmed. And don't rip a hole in reality. Anyways, we can go whenever you're ready.
Okay. Thank you. And Lucanus, and then we'll get back on the story. All the way back in the kitchens. Or the fireplace wants to talk to me. Who knows?
Rook, Ilario sent word. He's got intel on Zara. He wants to meet up. Fancy a trip to Treviso?
Sounds like fun.
Alright. But first, we go back to Docktown. Nev and Lucanus. Yes.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Asher. Also, I forgot about the helmet that I put on. Asher. You can tell me. It's okay.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We've recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
A good boy. Boo.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Odd. On Valanim is the ancient elven word for womb.
Huh. Interesting.
I also love that whenever he talks, you can hear the echo through the helmet.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
Let's find out. Ooh. That's on me. I tried to get out.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Got it.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Potion's full.
Don't like the sound of that. Can't get through here. But we've got to clear the obstacles somehow.
Ew. Found it. Shall I use my bow again? That worked.
That did it. We can get through now.
Gross.
I got blight on me. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. Don't let them run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. Even more Venatori? We have to take out the leader.
You guys got that one up there?
On
Yeah,
the
you get
left.
him.
Watch your back.
Was that stream coming from the
Get
blade?
rid of the black pools or the darkspawn keep coming.
Let's come to the door.
We're still blocked. There's another boil somewhere.
I got it. Maybe.
Promise. Don't make it look easy.
The other one's in there.
There.
Never mind.
That was amazing.
Our lives are what?
Keep fighting, fools!
Let's end this.
Nice work, Rook.
Thank you.
Those darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know, and that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows to use the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
Destroy the blight blocking the path. If it was a snake, it would have been. And a shortcut. Blip. What's going on in here? Ooh. We love the caretaker.
There it is. The hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door.
Thank you. Are we reporting back to Ash?
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
Yes, I am. Oh, sorry. Gotta pet the dog first. Oh, sorry. Gotta pet the dog again. You know how it is.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
I'll fight both.
Darkspawn or Venatori? Makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted heading towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
Tomorrow.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them.
So the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions. Or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Yeah, that's true. Hurry up. I would go by Viper all the time too if I were him.
Venatori, we're close.
Yeah. Take one of these, one of those, and a couple of these. Give me that. So satisfying.
More Venatori. Guards, probably.
Oops. Yeah, circles. So cool. That's my boy. Oops. You got a crystal over there? I'll help you with that. What a team. What are they having? Hello? Am I going the wrong way?
Eyes open.
No. Yeah, yeah.
Not looking good, Rook.
Oh yeah, you're right. Flip.
End him now.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
What's up there, though? Another way through? Yeah, kind of. Did we just make a circle? Yep.
Locked. There has to be another way in.
Now we take the ladder. Ah. Here we go. And again, and again, and again.
Lots of Venatori. We must be close. That's all the Venatori guarding the place. Right. Here's our way in.
Hello? Oh. Doesn't sound good.
Great. The Venatori are up to something. Time to break it up.
Huh? Knock, knock.
There's
They can't
summoning
hear all this.
Darkspawn.
Ow!
They're controlling Darkspawn.
Not in my
Take down one. Dodge. Take down two. Or go back and forth.
The gods will not! Get back!
Take down three.
Now there's a nice shot.
Ooh. Don't help.
That's all of the Darkspawn inventory. Let's search the place and figure out what they were doing.
They were hoarding treasure. Knight Commander Lenos, we are blessed indeed to have such a loyal friend in you. Continue to serve us and you'll be richly rewarded for the glory of Teventa Reborn.
This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps?
One more way the Venatori release blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
That's not good. Oop. Shadow dragons are watching us. Do not let them get close. The exact location of their hideout is unknown, but they use the catacombs. Send Darkspawn to root them out.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the shadow dragons are. Exactly.
Elgarnon has blessed us with the ancient knowledge. The relic lets us control the Darkspawn through their blighted blood. Use it to destroy our enemies in his name. Instructions follow for a magical ritual to draw on the relic's power.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there?
Oh, you bet it is.
I thought I'd see if you needed help.
Thank you, Viper.
Did you find anything in there?
The Risen Gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
We managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elgarnon and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
I'm here to help.
Is there something I can do? The Risen Gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Hi, I'm Rook.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori, and Risen Gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formerly?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan? Why?
The first warden is here to speak with you.
The first warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
All right, I could go for a drink. And just like that, the Venatori serve the risen gods who have given the cultists magic that grants them control over Darkspawn. The cult's influence and power spreads, which could mean trouble for Minrathous and the world beyond.
That warehouse the Venatori were in. Traders used it before. I remember Ferelden Fur's store
Nope. Rude.
waist high 5 years back.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them. Greetings, Rook. Things are going well. Rook,
Asher?
things are going well. Greetings, Rook. Rook,
Asher?
Okay. I just wanted to advance my dialogue. Candlehop study. Do I remember a time when the Candlehops didn't run messages through the city? Such a remarkable magical constructs. They seem to have no particular allegiance to the palace, and absolutely none to the Venatori. In fact, they appear to actively avoid the cult. I even saw one burn their pamphlets. Where do they come from? And is it just me? Or have there been more Candlehops around lately?
Will we get any help from the Great Warden?
Hello?
But what if
Excuse
the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in the doorway and let you escape.
me? Really? Right, off to the Cobbled Swan. I wish we could do more to help repair Dogtown.
So,
Seems a bit run
hiring
down.
the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
Okay.
More than I bargained for.
And where did that get you?
Please, go on. So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathous, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I'd hate for assassins to find me predictable.
Get a room. Oh, nice. The Cobbled Swan is on the docks? I guess.
Did the Magisterium explain why?
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. How does a Morn Watcher come to be involved with the Blight in Arlathan? And not just any Watcher, but a controversial figure after what you pulled during that undead rebellion.
My past.
Right. Talk to the people I saved. They don't call my actions controversial. Some traditional Watchers called my actions casual destruction of the dead, but they weren't there.
Very well. Then tell me how a Navaran necromancer apologist unleashed the Blight.
I saved. No. Let me explain.
We've been tracking a mage named Solus. He's actually several thousand years old. In Elven mythology, he's known as Fen-Harel, the Dreadwolf, god of lies.
That is a number of titles.
Well, Fen-Harel is Elven for Dreadwolf, so that only counts as one, but yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, he wanted to tear down the Veil and restore the ancient Elven Empire. We stopped his ritual.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Hang on. It gets worse.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elgranon and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the blight worse. Demeda's crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Excuse me? Think again.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941 Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Look at him.
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens over this?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
Sure.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
Hi. Thanks for the assist.
Whew, that was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
You're a Shadow Dragon agent?
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen?
Mevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
I love him.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Look, Kenneth, do you have something to say to the guy brushing the sidewalk in the rain?
Dumat's breath. I wasn't expecting to see a resurgence of the Venatori. Venatori, shadow dragons, all they do is make things complicated for the rest of us.
At least the shadow dragons are good.
Don't believe it. Both ideologies are just excuses for brawling in the streets.
If you say so. Back to the lighthouse it is then. Varric, I saw Dorian. Why didn't you tell me he was coming? He looked good. Varric! Also, the Grey Warden sucks. The leader, that is. And I only put leader in quotation marks.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
Of course I've looked at it. It hurt Harding somehow?
I have. Plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the deep roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
That's a rude option. You're looking better.
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
See what the others are up to.
I thought he was talking to Harding for a second. But does anybody want to talk before we leave? Yes. Oh. Harding and Bilar are talking. And Nev wants to talk. We'll go catch her real quick then. And then we'll head out to the High Enderfells. No. What's up?
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
They're adorable.
I don't know, I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Be nice to her. That sounds amazing.
Great. What happened with the diamond?
Long story.
What's the short version?
You take a dip off the dock for a rock, make sure the mage can't freeze you in. You know, that job would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
I'm sure it's happy.
Happily ever after. Why not, right?
Aren't you some sunshine?
That's me.
I hope you're right.
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your cereal, I'll try and track the ending. No promise on the happy part.
That's fine.
I'd like to go back anyway.
Aw.
Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Cute. Maybe we'll hop on a couple of personal quests before we get back to the story. That'd be nice. Back for coffee with Lucanus. What's this over here?
I could have daggers in 100 necks by nightfall.
No doubt, but more necks would present themselves tomorrow.
I have other daggers.
Am I interrupting?
Forgive Thea. She gets testy when a contract is delayed.
I don't get it.
Help me out here. What contract?
One that may involve you.
You want help against the gods. We want Treviso free. We now think they may be the same problem. The occupation has a face. The Antam commander, Keith Lord Butcher Dathrata. But Viago thinks killing him outright is short-sighted.
The Butcher took the city suspiciously fast. Removing him is useless if someone else can repeat that, with the help of gods or something else. Despite it being the outcome, assassination is not about killing, it's about sending a message.
And what message would that be?
The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free.
The occupation was too easy?
Sounds like you think the occupation wasn't just about force.
Cruel as the Butcher is, he didn't break the city with a siege. It was sudden and complete.
Like he had it all mapped. Where to march and what to close off to choke resistance.
He had inside information? Spies?
He had something.
And until we know what it was, killing him isn't the contract.
Tell me about the Butcher.
Butcher Dathrata. What do you know about him?
The Antam army fractured, split among warlords, and he seems to have kept the most traditional discipline. And the rank and file like it. His numbers keep growing, but the Butcher himself is odd.
Odd how?
He gives daily speeches about how the occupation is somehow merciful. And the way he talks, it's familiar. It's like he thinks he belongs here. And I won't have it.
We know the crows rule Antiva, but go ahead and tell me about it.
You're in charge? Antiva has a king.
And the power of a king is enforced by armies. Antiva has no army. It has the crows.
There's a reason Antivan coins have portraits of guild leaders, not royalty. We're patriots. Crows can't field a battalion, but we protect our nation our way.
And the gods want Treviso?
The
like they want
gods
everything?
care about taking Treviso?
The butcher wants Treviso. The gods may just want the Antam.
But Antam distrust magic and outright fear demons. They should be enemies.
Power can turn anyone against their own interests, their own people.
Tell me how I can help.
Helping the crows helps everyone in the long run. What's the first step to your message?
We have a scout named Dareth. He said he was onto something the butcher was hiding.
He was in the Drown district, so that's a place to start. Find our crow and help with his contract.
Find your crow. Then what?
We break this occupation. We craft the message one step at a time.
And when we finally assassinate the person who leashed Treviso, that death will tell everyone. The crows rule Antiva, and Treviso will be free. I've noted the location of Dareth and his cousin, Jacobus, in the Drown district. They're always together. Jacobus will be eager to help. Perhaps too eager for one so young.
Can you blame him? We've all lost too much to this occupation.
Thank you. Now on to coffee. But there's more shiny stuff. Nice. Oop. Missed my exit. It's so pretty here. In my personal playthrough on the show, I love this city.
On the ground soon.
An underwater prison? That's still pretty amazing.
Amazing? I suppose it is. Do you think the elves made it? It didn't seem to winter.
I think so. I wonder what it was built for. Originally, I mean.
Whatever it was meant for, it's a pit of misery now.
Right.
Lucanus meets Ilario for coffee and spends time in Treviso, taking in how life has changed since his imprisonment. I'm just here for the coffee.
Come on, Ilario will meet us at Cafe Pietra. It's not that far from here. We have time before he arrives. I wouldn't mind looking around a while. The markets are running. Good. I need to get some things while we're here. Treviso. We barely had time to look around when we returned from the ossuary.
This place, does it feel very different?
In some ways, more than I expected. But then, perhaps it's me. Ah, here.
Everything here
What do you need?
charged under
A potted plant?
For Harding's garden. Spearmint is supposed to combat dreams. It's good in desserts, too.
So, you and Ilario are cousins?
Yes, but we're more like brothers. Katarina took us both in, a long time ago now. Here's the place. Bellara mentioned the daily seafood recipe she wants to make.
The demon of Virantium is grocery shopping for the team?
Have you seen what they eat? It's a miracle you didn't all starve before you hired me.
When we met, it didn't seem like Ilario and Katarina were close.
It was hard to be close to her, even for me. And I was her favorite. A good select. Fresh fruit. Nev only eats fried fish. You'd think a detective would have discovered scurvy by now.
Is that everything on the list?
Yes, and Ilario should be here by now. Let's go before he gets himself in trouble.
Okay. Buy something for Lucanus. Right here? I'll buy something for him.
You can't buy something for everyone but yourself. Here, this is for you.
A wyvern tooth dagger? I loved wyverns as a boy. Katerina would never let me have one of these, though.
Oh,
Thanks for coming.
that was so cute. I'll buy you 1,000 daggers, Lucanus. Don't worry about it.
Cafe Pietra is just ahead.
That's where we're meeting your cousin? Why not the casino?
House Cantori has many talents. Making coffee is not one of them.
Oh. Sorry. Excuse me. Where's the button? Yeah. I just found the money to pay for our coffee.
Finally. I thought you might leave me here all by my lonesome.
Please. You think I'd ever pass up Cafe Pietra's coffee?
You see, Rook, my cousin is all stomach and no heart.
Don't mind him. Ilario cannot appreciate anything but himself. They serve a specialty roast here, Andoral's breath. Bitter and sweet, like a kiss goodbye. You should try it.
Perfection.
You just described my dream cup of coffee. So, is there a reason we're not talking about Ilario's information, or what?
We're still being spied on.
No, the last one just left. Couldn't take your coffee talk.
So, you have something?
The crows I sent after Sarah have picked up her trail. They say she's gone to Virantium.
We should go after her.
We could be in Virantium in no time with the Alluvian.
It won't matter. Zara's not in Virantium.
You have better information?
We're compromised. There's no other way Zara could even touch Katerina. You need your eyes here, in Antiva.
Zara would never be foolish enough to stay. Not with you out for blood.
Of course she would. If the crows protecting her are here.
Rook, reason with him, would you? He's being paranoid.
I am not paranoid. She came after me. She came after Katerina. She will come for you too.
If it'll make you feel better, I'll clean house, all right? Leave this to me.
No coffee?
He's gone.
Oh.
Of course he is. Ilario always caves under pressure.
He's not great at listening.
Your cousin only seems to hear about 1 word in 10.
He's always been this way. He hears what he wants to hear.
Oh? I mean, like a kiss goodbye, huh?
Bitter and sweet. You called that blend. Like a kiss goodbye. So, what would a first kiss be?
Honey and lavender cream. Sweet. Intriguing. And you? How would you describe it?
Oh. I might need a reminder.
First kisses? It's been a while. I might need a refresher.
I see. You lead an adventurous life.
No more than you, I'm guessing.
I've always thought that to live truly is to live fully. But even before I was captured, my life was not really my own. So much had been determined for me.
That's no way to live. Oh. Yeah.
Life's too short to be defined by other people.
If I'd had that advice sooner.
Once I broke out of defining myself as a woman or a man, I was free to pursue what really mattered to me.
What really matters to me? Perhaps it's closer than I thought. How's your coffee?
Dark, complex, and Intriguing.
Ooh.
Ready to head back to the lighthouse?
Almost.
We could head back and have another cup. Lucanus did some shopping at the Treviso markets and got a further look at the Anton's occupation in the city. After meeting Ilario for coffee, he remains worried that Zara will hurt his cousin, as she did with him and Katerina. And he got a new dagger. Excellent. Who are we helping next?